These are the king and queen of Mictlan, the principal underworld of Aztec mythology. Mictlantecuhtli was the most prominent of the gods associated with death. He was often depicted as a skeleton with eyeballs in his skull sockets, and his responsibilities included looking after the souls of the departed. His wife, Mictlantecuhtli, presided over festivals of the dead, which are precursors to the modern Dia de los Muertos traditions. This could be an effigy of the peasant savior. It might have been stolen by the cult of Kukulkan to keep the Paititians from worshipping it. Or maybe it was given to them as payment for protection. Mesoamerican people used this stone as a tool for processing grain and seeds. I don't have enough space for that. These ceremonial ceramic jars are used to store corn beer or chicha. The bottom of these erpu are usually pointed, to aid when pouring into smaller serving containers. Oh my god, this is a penguin lawn ornament, painted and decorated and placed in a location of reverence. I shouldn't laugh, but it's so incongruous. The locals wouldn't be able to identify the animal it's intended to represent, and they certainly wouldn't be familiar with the material the statue is made from. There isn't any plastic in Paititi. I'd love to talk to whoever did this and learn why, what they think this penguin is. Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
Chambelil! Ketze katupul.
This is a traditional foot plough, still used in the Andes today, even outside Paititi. Sometimes the simple ways are still the best. A 6-point mace, cast from copper, with an embedded axe blade. A fearsome weapon. All full up. Can't carry any more.
Hey!
The Inca used a combination of freeze-drying and salt to preserve just about anything edible. Charqui and chunos are basically meat and potatoes. Delicious. This figure must be the Owl, the mythological beast stalking the outskirts of Paititi. This obsidian-tipped arrow was snapped in half. It looks similar to those used by Unuratu's rebels. If they went up against Trinity with these primitive weapons, they never had a chance. This elaborate pipe is sculpted to resemble Xicoatl, an Aztec serpent spirit painted in green, blue, and yellow. Its sides are decorated with semi-precious stones. The inclusion of jade indicates at least a measure of Maya influence. The bowl still reeks of burnt roots and smoke. Not an entirely unpleasant aroma. The people of the Andes have been perfecting the art of weaving for thousands of years. This chuspas is a wonderful example, woven of llama or alpaca hair and traditionally used to carry cocoa leaves. It clearly highlights the weaver's skill. Beautiful. This jade mask would have been placed on a noble's corpse during his funeral. The artisans were reputedly able to create an almost exact likeness of the wearer. Impossible. I can't carry anymore. The Aztec used these to burn incense so they could communicate with the gods. Still smells of copal. ceremonial whistle used during human sacrifices. The sound emitted from the skull-shaped instrument has been compared to the tormented screams of the dying and the dead. Its shrill cry is said to clear a path to the underworld for the recently deceased. The death whistle has also been used as an instrument of war, its cry striking fear into the heart of the unknowing enemy. This is a formidable weapon. Heavy wood lined with sharp obsidian teeth. It could easily stop an unarmored enemy. And if the bloodstains are any indication, it has. Paititi is said to be one of the oldest games in America, played by all walks of life. Players were known to gamble all of their worldly possessions over a single round, from blankets and precious stones to their homes and even their family's freedom. The god of art and games, Makwil, is considered an active participant in the game, responsible with bestowing offerings upon the winner. So much on the line for a simple game. Some things never do change.
Dei!
An Aztec-influenced mask, decorated with items native to the area around Paititi.
Ujintan, umeken shalom.
Kooshnam! Le, non cambente lo.
Someone's taking this old walkie-talkie apart. Were they making an attempt at reverse engineering, I wonder?
Sen saatana pilika witch.
Amalo. Amalo. Techa shikin.
Ah, gosh!
This staff has a jury-rigged flintlock mechanism similar to those from European firearms. The cultist priests must have used this during their ceremonies to awe the crowds.
Kananta bakau, et soksahti le kushul bateila, vale la liyan patalobe, dahuna lehela kimesale.
I'm confident I can deal with any rebel I meet.
Ha! Hach beyo! Mapak hovet eteli! Kesh beyu batelok kisine!
The collection of reeds bundled together with rope and stone is used as a calendar, usually representing a 52-year cycle.
Sa asin?
Bulging eyes, fangs. This is Tlaloc, the Aztec god of rain and storms. In his gentler temperament, he's also the god of water and fertility, bestowing life and sustenance. But on the other side of the coin, he's responsible for thunder and lightning, hail, and the other destructive aspects of water, including erosion, affiliating him with caves, pools, and springs. Oddly enough, he lives in a mountain. His bird is the heron, but he's associated also with animals like snails, frogs, and other amphibians. This wooden firearm is almost an exact replica of a modern assault rifle. The artisan who made this must have had an excellent memory or worked from a model, perhaps a weapon stolen from Trinity. This is Tonatiuh, the sun god, and he was literally the sun itself, the fifth one, in fact, presiding over the fifth age after the 4 previous suns had perished. The Aztecs believed they had to sacrifice to him regularly, or else he would refuse to move across the sky. He was strongly associated with eagles, unsurprisingly, and was often depicted wearing their feathers and carrying weapons such as arrows and shields or instruments specifically created for human sacrifice. Wife of Inti, daughter of Viracocha and mother of the founders of the Incan Empire. Likely another artifact extorted from the people of Paititi by the cult. That black and yellow stripe across his face marks this as Tezcatlipoca, a very important god to the Aztecs. Let's see if I can remember everything he was associated with. Jaguars, hurricanes, the night winds, the night sky, earth, the north, sorcery, beauty, temptation, leadership, war, strife, interpersonal conflict in general, and of course obsidian and divination. His right foot is often replaced with a piece of reflective obsidian, which the Aztecs used as mirrors, and these mirrors figured in shamanic rituals and prognostication. Tezcatlipoca literally means smoking mirror. I don't have enough space for that. This seems to be some kind of primitive sculpture of a human. They have several sites all over South America. Wish I'd found this map sooner. I could have gone directly to Paititi.